Welcome, everybody, to Strangest Species, Season 2, Episode 6. I'm your host, Mike Davis, here with the one, the only, Ethne Davis.
Am I really the only?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hello.
Hello. How the heck you doing?
Good. We're doing good. How was everyone's 4th of July out there?
I think everyone had a good 4th of July, but you have to remember we're pre-recording this. So this will actually not be the episode that comes out after the 4th of July. This will be the episode that comes out like I don't know when, but roughly like the 12th or something, right. 13th of July.
Something. Okay. So, well, still I can ask the question, but it's a little belated.
It is a little belated, but we just celebrated the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was awesome. So I guess you guys can just rethink how you celebrated, even though it's been, 10 days or so, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, we had a good day. It's been hot. We got real hot around here. And we've been living it up in the sunshine.
Yeah, we have. We packed in a really great day on the 4th specifically, but then the whole weekend, So it's been pretty awesome.
Yeah. Ethne's going to be gone camping with some teenage girls all week. So we got to get this pre-recorded. And it's going to be like... Heat wave, like 104.
Heat wave.
Which is not normal here in the Northwest.
The Pacific Northwest. Yeah, no, it's not. But we're at least on water, and it will be great.
I hope it's not so hot for you guys at nighttime.
That's true.
It's no fun trying to sleep in a tent when it's super muggy.
Yeah, you can just sleep on top.
Still.
I feel like the Pacific Northwest still cools down. Like it's not like other places.
The last time I went camping, with some Boy Scouts, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Oh, it was deathly hot. Like I couldn't sleep.
I think I would be okay if I just fell asleep on top with like my little blanket or something. I think I'd be okay, even if it was really hot.
I hope you're right. You're gonna sleep in your car, potentially.
That's the plan.
So you could always turn it on for a few minutes and run the AC.
I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
I always sleep in my truck when I go winter camping for that exact reason. If I have to, I can turn it on for a few minutes and blast the heat.
Because you love winter camping.
I hate winter camping so much.
It's a love-hate.
There's no love. Only except I love to hate it.
I like that.
Yeah, there's zero love for it.
You love to hate it.
Whatsoever. So, anything else going on around here? One of our kids is up in Canada, which makes for, it's kind of weird when you throw one kid out of the mix.
Yeah, it does. It definitely
changes everything.
Yeah, it does change everything.
So, that's been a little strange around here. Mm-hmm. But not bad.
Hopefully he's having fun up there.
Yeah, he's driving a golf cart a lot.
Oh, that's fun.
So he seems very excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know how you couldn't be excited about driving a golf cart.
Yeah.
I would be excited about that.
This one child of ours is like our Lego master. Like, he's very good at all things. What's the word, Eth? Building things. Like, he just sees things, how they function and work.
He's really good at fixing, but also putting together, but he also thrives.
Like, he built a functional candy dispensing machine out of Legos.
Yeah, he's good.
On his own. Just came up with it and had a conveyor belt and all sorts of stuff.
Yep, it was awesome.
So I've decided I want to buy him an old crappy car and let him fix it.
Yeah, and I'm not so convinced.
I think he'll do awesome.
Yeah, I think he will do awesome. I don't want a crappy car at my house.
Oh, it won't be crappy.
Or in my sight.
It'll be a cool old car.
Yeah. We'll just agree to disagree. We'll just say yeah.
But it'll keep him really busy.
Hopefully.
He's very excited. Mm-hmm. He has texted me about 14 times today.
Yeah, I think he's also very bored without his siblings. I think he's also
asking me if I found a car yet.
You're like,
I said, I haven't even looked.
Yeah.
I was too busy playing today.
Yep, lots of playing. It was awesome.
It was really good.
Yeah.
So this episode might be a little faster. We'll see. There's no story today.
Oh, weird.
It's more of a bunch of points.
Okay. We've
Little-
done kind of some
Yeah.
like that before.
But this one's way more, but much smaller.
Okay.
So we'll have to just see how it goes.
Okay.
So it's really going to dictate how much we discuss each one
Okay.
based on how long this is going to last. Before we start, though, do you know what these points are going to be about?
No.
No. Any guess?
Still no, but I never know.
No, you never know. But I just know if you have like
A hunch? A guess?
a guess.
You like my guesses.
I like
don't
your
you?
guesses.
Yeah. It's about people getting hit with fireworks on the 4th of July.
Not specifically, but it could be. It could be.
We have actually had this happen to us.
We did have that actually happen to us.
It was pretty epic, but also terrifying.
Well, no one actually got hit directly.
No, I mean, kind of. It came
But-
right at us, our blanket and
Yeah.
our kids' clothing. So,
It was nuts. So we had one of those giant boxes that shoot off like a whole
maybe
bunch
9 or
of
something.
big ones. And I don't know what happened. We weren't shooting it off. We were sitting there watching,
I think
but
it
we
just
were
fell over, right?
only 20, 30 feet away from it. Yeah, and it fell over. But I didn't know it had fallen over. And all of a sudden, it was like in the middle of a war zone. Like, things were blowing up at cars next to us, and things were flying at us. And
The neighbor's yard caught on fire.
So
I mean, it
one
was
shot over into the
wild.
neighbor's yard.
and terrifying, but also
And we
pretty
had to
fun.
run over. They weren't home. We ran over, jumped the fence, put it out. Our son had literally a hole burnt in his shirt.
Yep, and the
And
blanket.
our blanket had
It was
a hole
wild.
burnt in it. Yeah, but no one got hit somehow. It was crazy.
Yep.
So
was
that
crazy.
almost could have been on this list, but not quite. Now, when I wrote this script, it was a couple days ago. And so I hope you're cool with it based on all the things in life.
Okay.
But at some point in life, all of us have to pass through the Black Parade, we will call it.
The Black Parade.
At some point, all of us are going to die.
Is that called the Black Parade?
That's what I'm calling it.
Oh. Okay.
And so today we're going to talk about death, but in kind of a lighter note. And we're going to look at some kind of, hopefully not belittling or in light of anyone's way of being demised, but just historically some kind of funny ways people have died.
I think there's like a show on that. Darwin?
So there are the Darwin Awards,
Yeah.
which are stupid ways people die.
Oh.
And some of these might qualify.
Gotcha.
Others would not qualify. I've thought about doing a show on the Darwin Awards.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go through and talk about some interesting ways people have met their demise.
Okay.
We're going to go way back. We're going to start way, way, way in the past, and we're going to move forward to more modern times. I believe the most recent one I have here is 1988.
Okay.
I didn't want to get into my own life. I felt like then it was like too close.
That is too close.
I didn't want people like, oh, maybe they know that person. But I thought, yeah, they're far enough back, then we can kind of laugh at them. And no harm, no foul.
That's what you say.
That's what I say. I write the rules. I make the rules around here. So.
Okay.
So our first one, we're going to 455 BC.
That was a long time
It's a
ago.
very long time ago. And the only reason we probably even know about this guy is because he was a famous Athenian tragedy writer. His name was, I don't know what it was because I can't pronounce. How would you pronounce that name?
Aeschylus. Aeschylus?
Aeschylus.
Aeschylus?
Something. He was one of the three great Athenian tragedy writers.
Like
and
the first Shakespeare?
Kind of like that, yeah. His death was documented by his fellow writers,
Okay.
playwrights. This one's pretty good. So he was bald. And his baldness had to do with his death. Can you guess how?
Maybe he was trying to like glue something to his hair to like make it look like he wasn't bald. And he like I don't know.
I don't think he had any issues with his baldness.
Okay.
He was out on a stroll, and an eagle was flying by.
Okay.
And this eagle, had a turtle in its claws. And eagles will drop turtles onto rocks to shatter their shells.
To be able to eat the
so they can eat the insides.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He...
And so the eagle mistook
his head.
his bald head for a nice rock in which he could drop the turtle.
And dropping the turtle killed him?
And the turtle hitting his head
Really?
killed him.
Wow.
Yeah.
How far away are we talking here?
That's been a pretty good drop.
Wow. That seems sort of impossible.
Yeah. Maybe if the eagle was just swooping down really fast and like threw it at you, you know?
I just really don't know.
I don't know either.
Huh.
But that...
Was it a big turtle?
Oh, huge turtle.
I mean, I feel like the size of the turtle makes a big difference too.
Yeah, they got big turtles in Greece. I don't know if that's true.
This is seriously like a 1 in a million. That's like a 1 in a million.
So it's funny because one of the other historians said, and I don't know if it's true or not, that this particular Greek tragedy writer that we can't pronounce his name specifically stayed outside as much as possible because he was trying to avert a prophecy that said he would be killed by a house falling on him.
I mean, I think he mistook house for a turtle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe those two words are very similar in Greek.
Oh, maybe turtle
House
and
and
house.
turtle.
Yes. Very possible.
So, anyways,
Wow.
where we go boating, there are many bald eagle nests.
Yeah. No turtles.
No, well, there could be.
Yeah,
But
not
just-
that we've seen.
What I'm saying is just be careful.
Oh.
We saw a bald eagle snatch a fish out of the lake yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
That was pretty cool.
It was pretty awesome.
So,
But no turtles.
no turtles.
But that's the legit concern.
Yeah.
To all our bald friends out there, beware.
Beware of eagles.
I wonder if that's ever happened to anyone else besides this man.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. All right. Next, we're going to 866.
Okay.
So way later,
Mhm.
but still a long time ago.
Right?
This is Basil the First, obviously.
Obviously.
The 29th of August, 866. Still sounds weird only saying 866. Not having a teen or...
Oh, maybe, yeah.
It's like not enough words for a date.
That's true. Well, because, yeah, it's
Now,
been...
he was the Byzantine emperor, Basil the First,
Okay.
and he was out hunting, as one does.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how this happens exactly, but his belt got tangled on the antlers of a deer during a hunt.
Okay.
And maybe he shot it and then got close to it thinking it was dead, and it jumped up and took off, and
Okay.
its antlers caught his belt. Subsequently, regardless of how it happened, the elk or deer dragged him for 16 miles.
Ooh.
Well, that's 26 kilometers through the woods.
Okay, so, but the part I don't understand is, even if he drug him, he was obviously dragging him with his head down, right? On the ground. Because otherwise, if the elk stood up, he would just be hanging.
Right. Maybe he had like a huge rack and he was off to the side of it. So maybe like the elk was running and the emperor was hanging upside down, like just his head bouncing along, or
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But the fact that they could hold a whole human?
16 miles is a really, really, really far away.
Yeah.
Like that's a long time. Like
Why didn't he try to just undo his belt?
maybe he was knocked out.
Yeah. I feel like you could reach down and undo
He was
their
the
belt.
emperor. He probably had like a really good belt.
Yeah, but I mean, I still think he could have undone the belt. Unless it's like some belt I don't understand.
You know what? He probably had servants that undid his belt for him. He didn't even know how to undo his belt.
Oh, man. Maybe. But, okay, maybe. That's real sad. But it's very possible, I guess.
It's a possibility.
That's a tragic way to go, though.
Here's
Oof.
the thing, though. That didn't kill him.
Oh.
I mean, it did, but it didn't. He survived. They found him, where he later contracted a fever from his injuries and died
Oh.
a little ways later.
So he's...
16 miles.
That's really far.
Like, I've ran some half marathons, which are 13.1 miles. And it takes like 2 hours. And maybe the deer is way faster, but I can't imagine dragging an emperor. You can go that fast.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what eventually happened for him to be like, did the deer just give up? Did the deer then bleed out? You know, like it had been wounded but not killed?
That's a good question. I
whole
hope
thing.
the deer died. I hope he won in the end.
I don't think he won because he died.
Well, but if he died second.
Oh, I don't know. That's true.
So, anyways, be careful of eagles with turtles. Be careful getting your belt hooked up on the antlers of deer.
That you've
Just
shot.
General things to be wary of in life.
It's terrible. Oof.
Okay. You ready to go on?
I'm ready.
Sigurd the Mighty of Orkney in 892. I don't know what those words mean.
Yeah, but I mean, he sounds special.
Yeah, he was the second Earl of Orkney, wherever that is. He, this was kind of funny, actually. He went into battle.
Mm-hmm. Battle's a good place to die.
He was a bad dude, man.
Ooh, okay.
He defeated his enemy, Mael Bridgte, whoever that is. He won.
Okay.
Chopped off his head.
Okay.
And he hooked his opponent's severed head to his saddle.
Okay.
As a trophy.
Gross. People are so gross.
As he rode, this is amazing, the severed head's teeth rubbed up against his leg, lacerated it, and the bacteria in his teeth caused an infection, which went septic, and he died.
What in the world was in this guy's teeth?
He needed to see a dentist.
Yeah, he did.
Or a hygienist, at least.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
In death, his severed head won.
Oh, and he probably thought, yes, I still won.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
I don't really know if that's amazing or not.
I thought it was pretty amazing.
Because how the heck did the teeth,
It's a dirty mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, to cut them, like he must have had like a peg tooth or like a broken tooth, or they're not that sharp.
Maybe he's missing a front tooth. So he's got like the corner of an incisor or something, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. This is crazy. These are all like legit.
Yeah. So on top of antlers
Ridiculous.
and eagles, if you're going to cut off someone's head and you're going to ride with it on your horse, turn it out or something, you know, so that the face isn't facing your leg.
That's so creepy in and of itself. Like his face is just sitting there staring at you when you look back behind you on your horse. Ugh. What's wrong with people?
I don't know.
Ugh.
I mean, this was 892.
Sure. Okay.
Death was probably more common.
I'm sure they get way better as you go on. Like more nice.
Oh, totally.
Not as
So
weird.
this next one, Edmund Ironside.
Okay.
Now, remember that last name?
Ironside?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Does he get killed by an iron?
No.
Oh.
This is the 30th November, 1016.
Okay.
Now, he was a king.
Okay.
Ironside.
Okay.
Like an iron butt.
Hmm.
But he was on the toilet, and while on the toilet, got stabbed to death by an assassin hiding in the toilet. That would be a bad dookie.
So I'm imagining that the toilets obviously of that day were much different than our day, more like an outhouse.
Oftentimes, if you had like a castle, it was just like a big chute on the outside. So you just kind of stick your butt outside and it would just fall out.
But then
Or
it
it
would
means like
collect at the bottom.
Well, there are people to take care of that.
So this person,
Hid in the latrine, however it was.
I want to know how a person can fit into a latrine.
Well, it was like a big shaft.
Yeah, but how do you stay there? Like you'd have to like have something to like lever, you know, like.
Yeah, you scale up it like your hands and feet on the side.
But wasn't it be full of poop and pee?
Not full.
Okay, I'm so grossed out I can't even.
Either way.
So then
Isn't
you
it
would
funny
have.
his name's Ironside and he dies by getting stabbed in the butt.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he probably didn't get stabbed in the butt. He probably did it first.
I mean, I'm sure he did because.
And then the
that's-
guy probably jumped out of the toilet and finished the job.
Oh.
And then jumped back in to escape.
And the stench? Could you imagine? Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a diehard assassin.
Yeah. But we got paid well.
I mean, really well. Yeah. This is really
But
gross.
if King Ironside actually had an iron side, then
he wouldn't have
he
died.
wouldn't have died.
If King Ironside actually had an iron
need
side,
to
then he
change his
wouldn't have
name
died.
to King-
Did you hear your rhyme?
King Flubby side. King Soft side.
Yeah, King Soft Side. Soft serve.
Yeah. Hey, while we are in England talking about latrines, let's go to the 26th of July, 1184. Do you remember our worst jobs in the world episode?
Oh, I love that one. I think about it often.
And there was the people who cleaned out what were they called? Do you remember?
I don't remember the official
Oh,
name.
and they would take the poop out to the fields at night.
Yeah, but I don't remember their exact name, but I remember the job.
But they worked in these big cesspits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, King Henry the Sixth, King of Germany. Interesting. Anyways, he was holding an assembly at a big citadel when the combined weight of everyone standing in this room literally caused the wooden floor to break. And they fell into the cistern.
Ew.
Yeah.
Did they know the cistern was underneath it?
Sure.
Oh.
But the floor isn't supposed to break.
Right. But wouldn't it be stinky?
Probably. I think everything was stinky back then.
Oh, gosh. Ugh.
So about 60 of noblemen drowned in the poop water. Yeah.
Water.
But last week, no one died on the Carnival poop cruise.
That's true.
So we've come a long ways in our
poop
drowning.
Poop drowning. Oh, that's so gross. Gross.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh.
I like this next one. Hans Steninger,
Steninger. That's a good last name.
1567.
Okay.
He was the Burgermeister of Braunau.
Burgermeister?
Yeah.
Like that's really a thing?
Yeah, the Burgomaster. Burgomaster, not Meister.
Burgomaster?
The Burgomaster. I actually don't know what a Burgomaster is, but it makes me think of Burgermeister, Meisterburger.
Yeah, from the Christmas movie.
Yeah, The Year Without a Santa
Year
Claus
Without a
or
Santa.
whichever one it was.
I'm Mr.
No, it's not that one. It's a
Miser.
different one. The Year Without a Santa
I'm
Claus
Mr.
is the one with that song, yes. But the one with Burgermeister Meisterburger is how he became Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. That's a different name, but it's
is
the
that one
still
called?
claymation.
Yeah, the old claymations.
Yeah, we have it. We own it.
Yeah. So he was the Burgomaster of whatever that means in that place.
Yep.
Now, he had a beard that was 4.5 feet long.
Gross.
And he would keep it rolled up and he kept in a little leather pouch, like a necklace that held his
Beard.
beard.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
I've never heard of anything like that either. 4.5 feet or 1.4 meters for our international listeners. Well, one day he decides he is going to let his beard out for a little while.
Have some free space, free air.
Space. He trips on it,
Okay.
falls,
Okay.
breaks his neck,
Oh, literally?
dies.
You don't want to walk your beard.
No. So if you're going to have a 4.5 foot beard, keep it in your leather pouch thing.
How do you get it? You just jam it all in there or you like roll it?
I assume you got to have some kind of specialized beard pouch.
Like I'm picturing you wrapping it around like a toilet paper roll and then shoving that in there.
Maybe. I picture it like on those St. Bernards. You know, their little like things they wear around their necks. Something like that, but with a beard in it.
Weird.
What's your favorite one so far?
Gosh. Favorite?
Yeah.
I think the most shocking and surprising is literally the eagle and the turtle. Like the fact that he could hit. I mean, I feel like if you're an eagle and you're flying by a rocky beach and you want to drop your turtle like on a rocky beach, your chances are really, really good because you're on a rocky beach with many rocks.
This is a good point.
But this bald man walking seems absurd. I think it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because the chances are so slim. And for the turtle to hit just right, to be able to...
death blow.
Yeah. Whew.
I wonder if he broke and the eagle got to eat him.
Oh, well, that's part of your research you didn't do.
I didn't. Well, the historians, I don't think, told me that part.
Well.
All right. Next one. Tycho Brahe.
I don't know what you just said.
Tycho Brahe.
Tycho Brahe is his name?
Yeah, he's a famous astronomer.
Okay.
24th of October, 1601.
Okay.
He goes to Apate.
Apate.
Yes.
And?
Well, he really has to pee.
I've definitely been there.
But he doesn't want to get up and relieve himself because it would be bad etiquette.
Is it worse etiquette to just like sit there and pee?
That probably would be worse to sit and pee, but he doesn't do that. He just holds it.
Okay.
But when he gets home, he cannot pee any longer. It's like he's missed his opportunity and he cannot pee. Except every once in a while he gets a little bit out, but it's super painful.
He probably has like a stone.
Yes, but he ends up getting an infection and dies 11 days later.
Because of his lack of peeing?
Yes. So they did originally ascribe it to a kidney stone, but nowadays modern medicine thinks it's probably a case of uremia, when your kidneys stop filtering and you get too much toxins in your blood from...
But can your kidney just stop filtering because you hold your pee too long?
I don't know. Maybe in this case it did. Maybe it's a combination of a stone and holding in his pee.
That's serious.
Either
Everyone, pee more often.
Pee. Ride with a severed head backwards. Pee.
Yeah.
Do all these things. They're important. Okay, this next one. Interesting. Whoa. Ethne's fanning me off because it's really hot in here.
This poor little room isn't a part of our central air conditioning.
And it's hot.
And it's really a hot
And we've
day.
been gone for like 3 days and the door's been closed. But it's not so bad.
Well, we've also been in the sun for 3 days. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're just toasty.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name.
You don't know. Well, you haven't been able to pronounce any of these guys' names. So,
Tycho Brahe.
yeah, I don't know if that's really right.
Edmund Ironside. I nailed that
Okay,
one.
Edmund, you did, I guess.
But this guy's French. Molière.
Molière.
17th of February, 1673. Now, Molière was a French playwright.
The other guy was a playwright, too.
Yeah, it's true. He
Okay.
liked to star in his own plays.
Oh, was he a tragedy playwright?
Well, this one's going to turn into a tragedy.
That's true.
So he had a pulmonary hemorrhage while on stage,
Oof.
which was caused by tuberculosis, which he had.
Mm-hmm.
But this caused him to have a convulsion. Why can't I say that word? Convulsion. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound right to my brain. I'm glad it sounds right in real life.
Like, he's
A convulsion.
convulsing?
Yeah. On stage. Now, here's the funny part.
They thought he was acting.
Well, the character he was playing was
Oh,
a hypochondriac.
Oh, no.
And in the play ends with this character dying in a chair.
Oh, no.
Now, he played it off. He had this convulsion, played it off, finished the show, but couldn't get up from the chair. The rest of his cast carried him home in his chair, where he then died.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's like...
That is taking it to another level.
Yeah. Isn't it ironic?
So we were driving home
Don't you think?
from the lake today in 2 separate cars. It was me and our daughter, and you and our 2 youngest. And I turned on a playlist from Spotify that was zombie radio, Cranberry Zombie, and then it just makes up a playlist on that.
Was Alanis on there?
Second song was Ironic.
Don't you think?
And it was funny because we were going through and I was asking her, do you know this band? You know these songs, you know? And that one, she's like, oh, I know this song because every time someone says the words ironic, Mom sings this.
Yep. Every time.
And so when you just started singing it, I was like, oh, she's right.
Every time. Don't you think? It's like rain.
But you are Canadian. And I told her that Alanis is...
Canadian. On your wedding day.
She was the greatest artist Canada's ever given us.
Yeah? It's free ride.
But I don't think that's true. Who would you think the greatest Canadian artist is?
Well, it depends on what genre.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I really like Shania. I really like Shania Twain.
I can't say I really like
but I don't
Shania.
really... I like all of her music, but I'm not a big country person, so that goes to say a lot, I think, for me.
Right. She's kind of poppy, though.
Sure.
But I'm with you. I don't like country music.
I like country pop way
but
more
I would
than
much
country
rather listen
country.
to Shania than most.
Oh, sure.
I mean, whose bed have your biz been under?
I mean, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion's probably the highest grossing of all of the Canadian artists.
But she's also like, for some reason, like I would say the most famous. She's had a thing in Vegas forever, and
she's like a true
But she's
diva.
probably not like everyone's
favorite.
genre. I mean, I've seen her in concert. She was actually my first concert I ever saw.
So when I lived in Belize, we had a neighbor who. So when you live in Belize, you listen to the same like reggae music all the time
With the same beat.
Yeah. But we had this one neighbor that would just blast Celine Dion, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's people out there that love her.
All along the block.
And I did love her for like a season, you know? But I mean, I don't know. As far as the best in all of Canada, that's really hard to say because it's just a genre thing, right?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty easy answer for me. And it would be the go-to, the Tragically Hip.
Oh, yeah. The Tragic
are the best Canadian musicians.
What about Bare Naked Ladies? Bachman Turner Overdrive.
I never liked Bare Naked Ladies growing up. As an adult, they've grown on me more. But mostly, like I hate that song One Week.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Which is like their biggest song.
It's been overplayed.
But like Brian Wilson, great song.
Right. They have so many good songs. But
yeah, they really do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like.
And when we saw them live last summer, we saw them live not long ago. And they were really, really, really good live and really fun.
They were very fun, very appreciative. And yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard for me to say. I mean, I like Natasha Bedingfield.
Yeah.
She makes me happy.
I like Sum 41 because I grew up in that.
Exactly, Sum 41. But it's nostalgic. It's not like I listen to her anymore. But like, so I guess it just depends.
I mean, Bryan Adams would probably be
high
on a lot of people's lists.
You know, our neighbor, Lily, said to me, "Do you know like Bryan Adams?" I just started laughing. She's like, I heard it on a playlist on Spotify or wherever she was listening to it. She's like, and I started really liking this guy. It's like, I basically could name every single song he ever had. Yeah.
But again, being a child when Robin Hood was big.
Oh, yeah.
Like that song was like everywhere for a year.
Every slow dance for like
I do,
a decade.
I do for you song.
So anyway, we totally are digressing here.
Tragically Hip.
I love the Trage.
That's
like that reminds me of Shoe Shop and my Uncle Tony. He loved the Tragically Hip. So
yeah.
But anyway, okay, back to
Jean-Baptiste Lully.
That guy.
This is a good one.
Yeah, the French guy.
This is a different French guy.
Well, but another French guy.
Yeah. 22nd of March, 1687. He was a composer. Now, he was really, really, really vigorous in his composing. Like he'd get up there and he's waving his arms around. And he's doing his thing. Now, it was customary at the time to not just have your cool little pencil wand, but a full staff. They would bang the floor with their staff as part of their conducting.
Oh, wow.
And he actually stabbed himself in the foot.
Oh.
While very vigorously conducting.
Sure. But I mean, how does that kill you?
Well, it became gangrenous.
Oh, gangrene.
And he refused to have it amputated because he loved to dance.
Oh.
And so he died.
I mean, life without dancing or death.
But life without dancing is not worth living, especially if you're this kind of composer.
I mean, I guess so.
Can you imagine being so into composing your music that you stab yourself in the foot?
And then refuse to have it amputated because you want to be dancing so much that you'd rather die?
You're going at it. I could see yourself hitting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Do you think he didn't really think it was as bad as like they were
Probably
saying?
Not.
And he didn't think he'd really die? Because I can't imagine anyone thinking, I would rather die and dance for like one more week.
I would definitely not see myself in that boat, but I could see myself being like, you know what? I'd rather die than you take a saw and hack off my leg. That doesn't sound like much fun either.
Good point. Okay.
Need that barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
To sing as I get my leg hacked off.
Oof, gross. Okay. Moving on.
John Cummings March, 1809. Now, this guy could have been a Darwin Award winner.
Okay.
So he went and saw a circus.
Okay.
And at the circus, he saw a knife swallower.
Oh, gosh.
And then he decided, I could probably do that.
Oh, why would you even... Actually, really, what is the science between knife swallowing?
I don't know.
Behind knife swallowing?
No idea.
Okay.
But John Cummings March, nope. His name's John Cummings in March of 1809. So he goes and he swallows 4 knives. And he poops them out, no issue. So that wasn't so bad. Now, I don't know if they're folded or not folded or... Like they're really dull, but he doesn't have any issues.
I have so many questions. I'm just not going to ask
Again, now here's question 1. Why you start with 4? I don't know. But he starts with 4.
Mm-hmm.
But then he jumps to 14 because that's the next logical step. Now, he did have some abdominal pain this time, but eventually he does pass all 14 of them.
This is the weirdest, dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
So then he decides, okay, I'm going to do 20 knives and a knife case because why not?
This is like this person's trying to outdo my mom.
But after a few days, he'd only passed the case, none of the knives.
Oof.
Passing a case sounds terrible. But
passing anything like this sounds terrible.
So then he goes on and has pain for the next 4 years and dies.
4 years, but he never passed the 20 knives?
Nope.
There's got to be a clog somewhere?
Yeah. So they autopsy him with a knife, ironically.
Oh, gosh.
And they find a knife blade and spring stuck in his intestines, along with 30 or 40 fragments of metal, wood, and a horn. I don't know if he'd ever told anyone he ate a horn, but they found a horn in his stomach as well.
People are so weird.
So weird.
So
weird.
Weird. Oh, my.
So don't eat knives, people.
Like we need to even be telling the world this, but we do, apparently.
All right. Clement Vallandigham.
Okay, that was great.
17th of June, 1871. He was an American lawyer.
Okay.
Defense lawyer. Defending a man accused of murder. And to show that it couldn't have been his client, he was demonstrating how the gun worked that was used and how it couldn't have been his client. Accidentally shot himself.
Figured that was coming.
But his client was acquitted. So he did a good job.
Okay. Oh, man.
So that's good, right?
I mean, yeah, yes, that is so good. If that person really didn't commit the murder.
Right. Alan Pinkerton, July 1st, 1884.
Ooh, on Canada Day.
Yeah. But
on 1884 wouldn't have been. Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, because 1867?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not far after Canada. Yeah. This one could happen to anybody, so you gotta be careful here. Trips on the pavement, falls, bites his tongue.
Bleeds to death.
Doesn't bleed to death, but his tongue becomes gangrenous.
Oh gosh.
And that kills him.
Nowadays
that wouldn't probably happen because you just take some antibiotics.
Right. So gangrene obviously isn't really that common anymore. Right. And it's all simply because of antibiotics.
In our country, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on a dental mission where people show up with gangrenous limbs with maggots in them, and the maggots do a really good job. Or maybe it's not gangrenous. The maggots keep it from becoming gangrenous. Like they're very good at maggot therapy is good.
Yeah,
it eats all the rotten flesh.
Yeah. Which is...
Yeah, it's not good when you look in someone's leg and there's maggots coming out of a wound.
Oh.
But it helps.
Do they just spontaneously combust within the wound, or do they come from somewhere? They smell.
Well, sometimes you'll purposely put them in there to eat the decaying flesh. But I would assume if you were, I don't know, maybe not very ambulatory and flies land on you and implant their larva.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Okay.
Let's go on to Stanton Walker. There's no maggots involved here.
Good.
25th of October, 1902.
Sorry. Speaking of maggots, our friend sent us a picture today on like our little group chat saying, oh, just that time that you order something from Walmart online and your clothing comes with a maggot in it that is still alive. So her Walmart order included a maggot that is alive.
I've never ordered anything online from Walmart. I just want to say. So I've never got a
I'm anti Walmart basically for as much as I possibly can be.
I really didn't like Walmart, but then they remodeled ours, and ever since they remodeled it, I don't hate going as much.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are still maggots around today. So just, beware.
Beware. Beware.
Beware. Okay.
Pink elephants on parade.
Yeah. Well, that's sad.
Or maybe it's heffalumps and woozles.
Heffalumps.
I think it's heffalumps and woozles you have to beware of.
So the gangrene gets into your bloodstream?
I would assume you go septic and
You
die,
go septic. Yeah, every time. Okay.
So Stanton Walker, this one's fascinating. 1902, 20-year-old at an amateur baseball game in Morristown, Ohio. So he's there with two friends, one on the left, one on the right. Okay? Now, he was keeping score of the baseball game, writing down balls, strikes, outs, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Who's getting how many hits, all the things. And his pencil gets kind of dull. This is the guy on the far right of the trio. So he asked the guy on the far left, can I borrow your knife so that I can sharpen my pencil? So the guy on the left passes it to the guy in the middle. He passes it to the guy who sharpens it. He sharpens his pencil. He passes it back to the guy in the middle. As he's holding the knife, foul ball hits his hand, forces him to stab himself.
Whoa. He doesn't die, though.
Oh, he dies.
Oh, my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah. Drove the knife right into his chest near his heart. And they actually ask him if he's hurt. And he says, no, not really. But pretty soon begins to bleed really, really heavily and dies within minutes.
Oh, my gosh.
And this is why you can't take knives into baseball games anymore. Probably not the reason why, actually. But
oh, my gosh. Again, that's like the same
the freakiness,
thing.
Right?
Yes, the freakiness of that is so ridiculous. Think of the guy who asked for the knife in the first place.
Yeah.
He feels so guilty. He probably died of guilt. That's probably like the next one.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. No, the next one is a spiritualist.
Okay.
Remember our...
like a medium kind of? Yeah.
And his name was Thomas Lynn Bradford. 5th of February, 1921. In an attempt to prove the existence of the afterlife, he commits suicide.
Well...
He sealed up his apartment, blew out the pilot light on his heater, turned on all the gas, died of carbon monoxide poisoning. And he intended to communicate whatever he found on the other side with another spiritualist. But for some reason, never told the other spiritualist what happened.
That is a man who believes.
In strong convictions.
Yeah, in his convictions.
Yeah.
Wow. That's just... wow. Gosh.
Yeah. Now, this next one's interesting. At the White House, 16-year-old son of President Calvin Coolidge Jr., was playing tennis with his older brother. Now, if our oldest son is listening, he needs to really pay attention to this one because he neglected to wear socks. And guess what happened? He got a blister on his third toe of his right foot, which became infected, and he died when sepsis set in a couple weeks later.
That's so insane. There's got to be like immunosuppression going on there.
Well, there's just no antibiotics, right?
Yeah. What year was that?
1924.
When did I feel like we're getting close.
We're getting close, yeah.
Like really close. Do you remember?
I feel like it's after World War I.
What is it? I was
Maybe
taught
in the
this
20s, 30s?
Yeah, in school.
I could be totally wrong about that.
I don't remember.
I'm not an antibiotic historian.
No, but I feel like I was taught it in school,
I'm sure
like in pharmacology or whatever.
Taught lots of stuff that I don't remember anymore.
Right, sure.
So, now we're going to 1943. Clarence Stagemeyer.
I like that name. Stagemeyer.
Again, at a baseball game.
Oh, these baseball games, they're dangerous.
32-year-old watching the Cleveland Indians.
Ooh, yeah.
We've been to many Cleveland Indians games.
We have been. I love it.
Cleveland Indians versus the Washington Senators. Doubleheader.
Man.
Errant throw by the Senators' third baseman struck him in the forehead.
What does an errant throw mean?
Like he threw it way over the guy's head that he was throwing it to.
Oh,
and into
okay.
the stands.
Oh, he hit a person in the stands and they died?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So he seemed everything was fine, actually. He got hit in the head. They took him to the hospital, but he died the next day with a fractured skull.
Whoa.
First fan to ever die at a Major League Baseball
That's what I was wondering, is how many more have actually hit from an errant ball?
Yeah.
Do you
I don't
think...
know how many more.
No, I mean, like, not off the top of your head, but do you think there are more?
I think we're going to talk about another one.
For a baseball game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baseball is the most dangerous sport by far to go watch.
Yeah, I mean, I
Apparently.
guess so. I guess I would never have thought that
Me
originally, but yeah.
I actually almost got drilled by a foul ball when I was in elementary school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Wasn't paying attention at all. Minor league baseball game. Tri-City Dust Devils. Left sitting third base side. Guy foul balls it. Line drive. Straight at my face.
Woof.
And I was with my dad's good buddy from the military and his son, who was like in his 20s at the time.
Hill?
And he was paying. No. The guy who made us our sign. That's
Oh.
hanging on the back. His son.
Okay.
And luckily he was paying attention.
He saved
And he
your life?
snatched that thing. Yeah.
Whoa. With his bare hand?
I think he had a glove.
Oh. You just sit as a stand with a glove?
Yeah.
In case a ball comes to you?
A lot of people take gloves to baseball games.
Wow. That's legit. I
try
am
to
not that
catch.
fan.
Either catch it with your glove or with your beer. Those are the two things you try to catch it with.
Okay. I'm not that fan.
I try to catch it with my face.
I'm like, are there Chicago dogs?
Have you ever been to a baseball game?
Yeah. We went to a Mariners game.
You and I have been to a Mariners game
Yes, together with Sonia and Joel and baby Josephine.
Oh, wow. I remember going to the KOA over in Seattle.
Yeah.
We went to a baseball game, huh?
Yes, we
Did
did.
we ever go to an Indians game? I'm sure we
Yes.
did. I went to lots of Indians games. I'm sure you were at some of them.
Yes. I'm offended.
You didn't go to the minor league game with us last year when I took the kids.
Nope, I didn't. And I would be fine if I really never went to another one, but I'm okay to go to one.
Minor league games are fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Thomas Midgley Jr.,
Thomas Midgley Jr.
1944. So in 1940, he contracted polio.
Okay.
He was 51 years old, which left him severely disabled.
Mm-hmm.
So he devised an elaborate system of pulleys and ropes to lift himself out of bed. And this worked really well for 4 years.
Until
it didn't.
Right.
And it ended up strangling him to death.
Ooh, that's so terrible.
It is terrible.
That's so terrible. Okay.
So be careful with DIY. Getting out of bed systems.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. Whenever I hear about that, I think about that poor sweet boy that, like, got all tangled up in his sheets.
Yeah. I don't want to know about that.
Okay. You didn't know about it?
No, I do.
Oh.
I don't like. I won't watch or listen to anything about kids dying. I just can't do it. Can't.
I know. But I'm just saying, like,
I know it happens. I understand that.
it's just sad.
It is sad.
So sad. Okay.
Mary Reeser. This one's weird. We could do a whole episode on this. July 2nd, 1951.
This is a woman.
Yeah.
Is this our first woman?
Probably, actually.
Okay. I like that you could make a whole podcast out of her weird death.
But it said I have 2 lines about it.
Okay.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh, there's a place called St. Petersburg in Florida?
And Russia.
Oh, yes, I knew about the Russian one. Thank you. Tips McGruber.
So her apartment was almost completely fire damage free, but where she was sitting was completely cremated. And some speculate that this is one of the most well-known cases of spontaneous combustion.
Whoa, that's a real thing?
Probably not. But there are definitely some weird cases that it's like, okay,
There's
the
no
lazy
other...
boy they were in and their body is completely gone and nothing else in this house is burned.
Whoa.
It's like so fast, so hot that it doesn't even like smoke.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either.
It's just weird.
I haven't done enough research to know how I feel about it. But I thought I should throw that one on there because it was fascinating.
Oh, I definitely think
we went to a 4th of July parade 2 days ago on the 4th of July.
Shockingly.
Yes, today is the 6th of July for when we are recording this. And we were in Sandpoint, Idaho. Very fun little parade we go to every year. We sat at the very beginning, literally the very first people on the parade route. And our kids got so much swag.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was insane. They had a full wardrobe worth of t-shirts and like tons of candy, like Halloween.
They were like trading it at the end.
Footballs, frisbees, cozies, not cozies, koozies.
They had
tons
so much
of,
fun.
it was good. Anyways, but there's this Army surplus store right there.
Oh, yeah.
Which we've been to lots of times. And I saw it on the July 4th, and I thought, oh, we should go in there afterwards. And then I went back to Sandpoint with a few of our kids today, and it had burnt down.
Yep.
Since we were there 2 days ago.
Yeah, like Vienna.
Like gone.
Saw that it was still kind of like
smoldering,
yeah. Which is crazy.
So don't know what happened there. But last time I was in there, like the roof was all leaky, and it doesn't shock me.
Yeah, some probably like combination of, yeah.
So.
Not great.
Yeah.
I just hope no one was hurt.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
1974, Basil Brown.
Oh, another Basil.
Another Basil.
Whoa. The only other show or thing I can think of that I know about Basil is The Great Mouse Detective.
That's what I always think of.
Yeah.
48-year-old health food advocate.
Health food advocate.
Your father needs to listen to this one.
Yeah, this is for my dad.
He died from liver damage.
Oh, because he ate too many vegetables?
Consumed 70 million units of vitamin A and 10 gallons of carrot juice over 10 days, turning his skin bright yellow before dying.
Okay, wait, time out. What is killing him in that?
I would assume some kind of vitamin overdose.
Toxicity?
Yeah.
So what did he have?
70 million units of vitamin A.
And what was his source? We don't know.
Well, he drank, 10 gallons of carrot juice?
Right, but carrot juice I don't think is a huge source of vitamin A.
No, I don't know.
70 million
units of vitamin
units in 10 days?
10 days.
And the carrot juice. Mm-hmm. So maybe the carrot juice is the reason.
Maybe.
Maybe they're two separate elements. What in the world?
To see, anything's toxic at high enough doses.
Yeah, anything can be.
So,
that's why you got to be...
Throw a Twinkie in there every once in a while. Come on, people.
Come on, Dale.
Come on, Dale. So we had some friends come with us who listened to this podcast on the 4th of July. And they brought white bread and bologna. I don't know if I've had a white bread and bologna sandwich since I was like 6 years old. Because my dad had them every day of his life in the military.
Right. Since you grew up on them, probably.
But I was like, I have to do this in homage to my father. So I had. And it was really delicious. I didn't just have bologna. It was ham and bologna. They also had
Grandma Sycamore bread.
It was. Is that what that was?
Yep.
It was really good.
It's really good.
I don't know what that was.
Well, this is kind of... It's funny. Anyway, I'm not cool enough to know these things, but I can tell you later.
You know more than me.
Yeah, I do.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know you don't.
But it was good. So that's for you, Dad. Bologna sandwich. And I had Cheetos. That's like the most of my father. That's the iconic meal of my dad.
You really needed was an apple. And that was
Twinkie.
And a Twinkie.
I needed a Twinkie.
And Twinkie probably
Twinkie,
more
bologna
so
sandwich,
than an apple.
And Cheetos. That's about as Allen as you can get right there.
I'm sorry, it just makes me laugh. Oh man.
Your dad's gonna die.
My dad would
vitamin A
overdose. My dad's gonna die of carrot juice.
And my dad will never decompose.
Because he's so well preserved.
But he's very healthy.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. This is like the most polar opposite in appearance right here.
But they both love to run. And
your dad doesn't run anymore.
Well, he still runs a little bit.
He says he walks now. He's really into walking, which is good.
But I'm in pretty good shape. He's way skinnier than I am. Like, he's not like...
Oh, no, I'm not saying anything about his... I'm just saying he's not really into running anymore. It's just too hard on his body. Yeah.
I don't know if he's into bologna anymore either.
Oh, he would totally eat a bologna sandwich.
So, alrighty. I thought this was going to be a super fast episode. I got a long ways to go here. We're almost to an hour.
Oh, well, we better hurry.
Pick it up.
Yep, let's pick it up.
Where am I? David Grundam, 1982. He's out in the desert shooting a shotgun, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots a cactus.
Okay.
Big cactus. A 4-foot cactus limb falls off and crushes him to death. So I guess don't stand under the cactus you're going to shoot with your shotgun.
Yeah, that just seems
if it's
weird.
a towering
Like,
tree of a cactus.
Put your shotgun straight in the air and shoot right above you?
Sounds like it.
Some people are just asking for it, you know? Like, hey, can I, like, shoot this cactus limb off?
Yeah. So,
Oh
all right, this next one is for all of you golfers out there.
Ooh, golf actually, if you got hit, could be very deadly.
Yeah, that's why I told our neighbor not to hit golf balls in our yard.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to be mean.
No, it's legit dangerous.
Don't want to get hit with a golf ball. Michael Scaglione. This is in 1982.
That's a good last name.
Did not hit a very good golf ball. Was angry with bad shot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Takes his golf club, smashes it against his golf cart.
Smashes his golf club against his golf cart. Okay.
Yes.
Following.
The head of the golf club broke off, sharp, bounced back, cut his jugular.
Oh my goodness. And
Yep,
he like
bleeds
died.
out on the course.
Okay, these things are legitimately ridiculous.
Redunculous and a half.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
What are the chances? I mean, I guess that's the point, right? Of
Yeah.
these.
Okay, so there's a little bit of irony in this next one. I
Okay.
don't mean to laugh at anybody's way of succumbing to life, but Dick Wertheim,
Okay.
1983, tennis linesman, died at the U.S. Open
Ooh, jeez.
after a tennis ball hits him in the groin and he falls out of his chair. That's not what killed him.
Okay.
Hitting his head on the ground what killed him.
But I mean, so it was like a rogue tennis ball? I'm trying to picture. What
Yeah,
happened?
you know.
Okay. Hit him in the groin.
Hit him in the groin, which would be... I mean, those
So-
guys hit that ball hard. This is U.S. Open. This is the best of the best in the world.
Right. This is legit.
Those things go like 120 miles an hour.
Okay.
Hit the groin. You know, he's up in the chair watching the lines.
Oh, yeah. How far do you think he fell?
Oh, those things are probably 8 feet up or so.
Okay.
Falls.
I
I mean, you get hit in the nards at that speed. You're not paying attention to anything going around you.
Well, yeah, I just think it's a natural body
Yeah.
reaction, right? It's not like he chose
Falls out
to
of the chair.
Yeah. Oh,
Dies.
That's so sad.
That is a bad way to go. But his name was Dick. That's what's super ironic about it. But I didn't say
Michael,
that.
you just did say that.
That wasn't me. That was you.
I did not say
It was
that.
totally you. Don't blame it on me.
I think we have totally different voices. I'm pretty sure they know it was you.
That was totally you.
Okay, it was me. With my voice impersonation of you.
Yeah. 1985, Jerome Moody.
Okay.
I've actually seen a whole bunch of stuff on this one before. Drowns in a swimming pool. This is actually a good PSA for people out there.
Public service announcement.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a pool party. Oh, wait. No, this is a different one. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
This one's ironic as well. Jerome Moody, 1985. 31-year-old. Drowns at a pool party for a bunch of lifeguards where they're celebrating a summer where no one drowned.
Are
on
you
any of
kidding
their
me right
watch.
now? That's a joke, right?
That's not a joke.
That has to be a joke.
It's not a joke.
How did he die? Like,
I'm assuming there's probably a lot of alcohol. No one was actually being a lifeguard at the time, but there's a lot of irony in that.
I mean, so much irony.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's so sad.
So sad. Oh, this one's crazy.
Okay. I want the crazy one.
1988. Oh, it's our last one.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I had one more page. Well, this is
19.
perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Okay, this one's crazy.
1988. That's the year of the Olympics in Calgary.
There you go.
I was 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was 3
Howdy doody.
or 4, depending.
You were 4.
All right, this is important. We are in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Argentina.
Catchy the Poodle. Yeah, that's the correct face.
I just made a weird face. Is that like a mascot of something? What is
No,
it?
that's someone's poodle who's named Catchy.
Catchy?
Catchy.
Okay, Catchy the poodle.
Catchy the poodle falls 13 floors out of a window.
Okay. That's sad.
Kind of like a turtle being dropped from an eagle.
Hmm.
Now, Catchy the poodle hits poor Marta Espina, 75-year-old woman, killing them both instantly. Poodle from 13 floors is a deadly weapon.
Is it a big poodle or like a little poodle?
Don't know.
Like a full-size poodle or a miniature poodle?
I'm not sure. Now,
Huh.
with all that going on, which would be a wild thing to be around, right?
Yeah.
46-year-old Edith Sola comes running over to see. Gets hit by a bus.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Another man sees her get hit by the bus, has a heart attack, and dies.
This is a lot.
4 deaths.
Yeah.
Heart attack man, lady get hit by a bus, lady who has a poodle land on her head, and Catchy the poodle.
This is a lot.
That is a series of unfortunate events.
Oh my gosh. That's terrible.
It is terrible.
Just to be a witness to all of that would be horrendous and
It's
traumatic.
It's wild.
Oof.
So what I was going to say, PSA, which apparently I didn't, this wasn't one of our things that I wrote about. There was a party where they threw a bunch of dry ice in the pool, thinking it'd be cool because it would be all, like foggy.
Yeah.
But dry ice sucks oxygen out of the air. And so when you're in the pool with all the dry ice, it sucks the oxygen out and there's no oxygen to breathe because you're in the cloud of.
Yeah.
And so there's quite a few people drowned at this party where they threw all these big blocks of dry ice in the pool.
Ooh.
So don't do that. You don't want to throw it in your punch at Halloween? Cool.
Yeah. Just nothing that you're going to be jumping into, I
But
guess.
don't throw a bunch of it in a pool
Yeah.
and then go swimming in said pool.
Yeah, that's a good
That's my PSA.
public service announcement. I like that.
Keep you all safe. Don't have turtles dropped on your head. Don't ride with your enemy's severed head on your horse saddle.
Yep. Or the antlers of the
Yeah.
buck you killed.
Don't vigorously conduct music with
Don't
staves.
have knives at baseball games.
Don't eat knives.
Don't eat knives. Yeah. I mean, if you just, I feel like use your
Watch for
noggin.
falling poodles.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's totally
Just keep your head on a
random.
swivel, man.
Like, that is a series of unfortunate events. The other ones are like, oh, you're kind of an idiot.
Sometimes.
Right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Don't break your golf clubs on your cart.
Yeah, that's true. That one's true. So,
Don't trip over your 4.5-foot beard.
No, don't do that either.
So, all right, everyone. Well, with all that positivity, I hope everyone has a wonderful week.
I sure hope so too.
And we will be back next week talking about something else.
something else.
I don't know what.
Wild and crazy.
I actually don't have to come up with anything for a few weeks now because we're pre-recorded. So
That's true. That
have
is
a
true.
wonderful hot summer week, everybody. Unless you're in the Southern Hemisphere, then I guess it'll be colder. But we'll talk to everyone next week. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Bye.